Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a cutout paper effect. Before I get into the video, I'm going to make a quick announcement. I'm going to be doing a Cyber Monday deal where I'm going to be giving 50% off my texture pack. So if you've ever been interested in getting my texture pack, now is the time to do it. It's only going to be up for 3 days and I'm going to be giving 50% off on the texture pack. So go to my website, creativeflowmarket.com. I'll stop talking and we'll get right into the video. Once you have your clip in your timeline, you're just going to play it through and find out where you want the effect to begin. Once you find where you want it to begin, you're going to place a cut and you're going to go up and click the export frame button. You're going to set the path to a folder that you know. Once you do that, you're going to move 2 frames to the right and then export another frame. You're going to do this 6 times. Once you do that, what you're going to want to do is find your frames and print them out. I like to upload them as a folder onto the Photos app in Microsoft and print from there. What you're going to want to do is set your layout to 6. Then what you're going to want to do is print out 2 copies of this. Once you print this out, we'll start doing the mixed media. Once you have your frames printed out, you're going to have 2 separate sheets. They're going to be the same frames, but this is important. What I'm using here is an X-Acto knife and a glue stick. So what you're going to start out by doing is cutting out the subject that you want. So I'm going to cut out the artist here. Once you cut out your subject, you're going to set it to the side and cut out the rest of the frames. Once this is done, you're going to place all your subjects over the frames that haven't been cut out. Then what you're going to want to do is get your glue stick and glue these frames to the frame behind it. And so what this does is you're not going to get it perfect here, and that's what kind of makes the effect stand out. Don't worry if you get glue on the subject or in the subject somewhere. You can get your X-Acto knife and remove it quickly. Once you glue all your cutouts, you can leave it like that, or what you can do to add an extra effect is get your X-Acto knife and run it along the cutout. This is just going to emphasize the effect even more. Once this is done, you can either take a picture or scan it and get it to your computer. Once your scan is uploaded digitally, what you're going to do is just drag it to your timeline and start by repositioning the scan for the first frame. Once your scan is repositioned for the first frame, cut every 2 frames to make 6 pieces. Once you do that, the first 3 are going to be the first top row, then the last 3 are going to be the bottom row. Every 2 frames, when you get to that new clip, what you're going to do is just reposition it for the next frame in the animation. What you can do now is mess around with the color. I like to do this especially for this effect because adding more contrast will help sell the effect even more. You can mess around with the highlights and the shadows as well, and then obviously the saturation if you'd like. So once you do that, you can also do one more thing. This is what I like doing. I move 4 frames to the right of the animation and then 4 frames to the left of the regular clip. I like to nest this and replace it with After Effects. So once this is replaced with After Effects, I like to add any kind of effect here. What I like to add is a twitch exposure. You could add any kind of shake or presets that you have. You could also put an exposure on here or a glow. Anything will really work here. It'll just help transition the animation and the regular clip together. Since cutting these frames out doesn't always take the fastest, what you can do is copy this animation and reverse it, and so it'll last longer. Once you reverse it, you'll have this pretty apparent stop here before it reverses, and what you can do is just take out those 2 first frames, and you should get something like this. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this content and want to see more, check out my video on how to do a cool rip effect.